Hey there, McAllister with Toasty DIY, and today I'm making a video which is kind of like a follow-up slash I decided to change things a little bit. I was going to make a video about making a character in Draw Steel, the TTRPG made by MCDM Studios. I think it's very cool, and we're going to be playing it here soon as we just finished a 3-year campaign in D&D 5e. We're about 10 years into playing together as a group, and we've not played anything else, so it's time to expand our horizons, I've decided. And so I told them to pick one to play. I thought we'd end up doing Pathfinder, as I've been into that recently with my online group. It turns out we're going to be playing Draw Steel, which I'm not disappointed by. I'm just really into Pathfinder right now. Now, initially, this video, like I said, was going to be building out the character, and I've done quite a bit. It's hard to see on this, but I've gone through and essentially made one on here, minus, getting to certain ability areas where I'm about to get to. However, I'm about 30 minutes in to making a character, and I'm not doing the best. I'm not very great at it. I keep missing spots, and so I want to now kind of shift the video's idea to I've built a couple of these characters online via the Draw Steel or Forge Steel system. It's somebody I think it's made it. It's a free tool online to help you. So let's see if I can't load it up here. And initially, yep, right here, I got it. You can go in here and just create new hero. You can select things you are willing to have or not have. I'm going to turn off these extra classes because I don't need them. But then you go on from here and just select things. I think, for my money, there is benefit to writing it down. And however, I've spent 30 minutes doing it, and I failed to put a lot of things in the wrong spot. It's something that would take about 2 to 3 hours to practice to get consistent, I feel like, to know where everything goes. And maybe that is just me. I'm just a goober and I can't read. I do try my best to avoid reading most of this stuff. Like I look for the keywords and I try to just pull the info. Like if there's a whole blurb about a spell, I understand the flavor of it all. When you want to write a spell that deals 2d6 damage, but you say, you send a mind spike through the air, well, I can flavor. I promise I'm okay with doing that myself, but I understand that you want to paint a picture, use all your colors in your brush. So not necessarily for me. Now, having built this out and having used Forge Steel a few times, I think I would say if you're trying to learn a new system, I would probably build a character on here and export as a PDF. The important thing to me is that you can export it as a PDF. I'd probably look at that, print that out, and do my work through that and look at it and read over my sheet and see where everything goes before I go back to doing it on paper, because I don't know. And my argument I'd make here is that there's little to no benefit to doing it on your own. If I do it on here, it will be correct. And I will start from a foundation built of rock, at least. Now, maybe my knowledge of the foundation is low, and I don't know how far the boundaries are. I couldn't tell you the dimensions of my foundation, but they're sound. And as I discover things, then we're good. But I've made characters in the past and discovered mechanics halfway through campaigns because you learn, you homebrew some things and find out there's always been a rule for that. You missed it on page 345, things like that. And I thought there'd be a benefit to filling it out by hand. And there was some. You get to see some of the things more in depth that you wouldn't have paid attention to. See how the system's built. It's kind of like you don't need to know how your car works, but you should know what an oil change is. You don't need to be able to do it yourself because you could always Google how to do it if the time comes and you are required to. This is just a video and argument of using things like this hero builder. So see how easy it is. I was working on a mnemonic character. I picked that I wanted to be non-stop. I wanted to have a systematic mind, I believe. Nope, I did nimbleness. And guess what? I'm looking at my sheet right here. I had done it wrong. I had spent an extra point, unless this is wrong, which I don't know that it would be. Let's see. It would be lightning nimbleness under here on ancestries. We've got mnemonic at some point. Let me just do this. Lightning nimbleness is 2 points and nonstop is 2 points, and we get 4 to spend. So yeah, I had done it wrong. So there's a point there to doing it on here. So lightning nimbleness, nonstop. And then I would lose the ability to have useful emotion. Honestly, I kind of want that more now that I'm seeing it. So let's do useful emotion and take unfazed. That sounds good to me. I get to go to my culture and see that I'm a mnemonic. But I think in this world I had done that I wanted to try being a human upbringing. And I took, I believe, you got to take from these different schools, which is pretty cool. I think I took sneak and I took jumping For labor, I took lifting, or no, I took swifting, or gymnastics, I think is what I took for this one. But I think I'm going to switch that to endurance. I think I'd rather be more enduring. Cool. And then career, I wanted to be a beggar. Exploration skills, I wanted to have heal. I wanted to read person. I wanted to speak Kaling because everyone has to. And I wanted to speak Vasilorian because that's where I'm from, I believe. If I don't already have that, it might already given it to me. So we'll take axiomatic since that's, I think, where my people are from. I wanted to take the spot the tell, and my inciting incident being strange charity. I've just completed what I got done on here in 30 minutes. I'm going to play just a time lapse, you can see, of me attempting to do this. And that took me 30 minutes to get to. And I don't feel that now that I've compared the two, that this was any less valuable. I'd say it was more valuable because I made no mistakes, knock on wood. But it is just more efficient to use this and read through it because it has all the stuff right here than it is to write down. I don't think there'd be a holier than thou statement to be made about writing it on paper. I thought there might be. I thought there'd be a benefit, but having compared the two just now, I could probably finish this character in a few seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. I want it to be a null because I thought that was cool. I want the skill spread that gives me the highest bonus and one. I'm okay being bad at other things. I just think it's more fun. I don't care about my presence necessarily, but I think with this character, primary is agility. So we'll do agility, intuition, presence. Yeah, seems good. My tradition, chrono, flow of time, always cool to me. So we're going to do that. Why not? Interpersonal skills, easy peasy. I want to be able to know society and empathize. Force augmentation, psionic damage. Yeah, I like psionic. I think that's cool. Signature ability. I can see what these all are, see their immediate little card. It says psionic chronal spike. Oh, that's it. No matter what happens, I don't need to even know what that is. So I just want to figure that one out. Impart force. Then I could take one last one, and I'll take culture. Complication, optional. I don't think I want one. And then details. Look at that. Built a character, finished it. This took me 30 minutes to get just through the career section. Being somebody doing it for the first time, I'm sure if I knew what I was doing, I could get through it faster, but writing it all down and that, I'm not as good at. But details here, we can save changes, and then boom, look what we have here. The ability to export and have all these little things print out. I think this is just the way to go. I can't say that there's any value in doing it on paper that you don't get from doing it online, except for perhaps knowing where they are on the character sheet. But if you're going to run, for instance, off of this, then why would you need that? It's actually learning something that's not as valuable to you. So, of course, there's no right way to do it. You can attack this however you prefer. But for my money, paper or tablet, I have to say tablet probably wins. I don't see much of a value to doing it outside of it because you get access to almost every question you want to know at your fingertips, a little bit better laid out. You can control F. You can do things on PC. As much as I love this being a pen and paper hobby, I'm slowly rotating to grander stories facilitate the need for expedition, if that's even a phrase and a word that can be used. That the more I have to think about, the harder it is to tell you the story. And the less I think about, the more the computer can run for me, the closer we can get to some video game-like mechanics. I've always dreamed of a game where somehow you can move at the same time. I know that's just where we're really not gonna reach that for a long time unless someone comes up with some game-breaking new mechanic where everyone selects what they're gonna do and then locks it in and goes. I just feel like it's difficult. It's difficult to go with. So we'll see in the future what we might do. But I would say I'm going to have all my players tonight not do pen and paper. I don't think it'll bring us any value that doing it online and printing it out wouldn't do. So if you're debating whether it's worth it to figure out how to make the character sheet, I think it's worth trying, getting started, getting a little look at it. But I don't know if it's worth making your players do it. That's always a hard part for me is where's the value? And I don't think it's worth it for them. So we're just going to have them fill out online. Thank you all for watching. Peace.